So when I first started here at Foothill in 2000, in the early years, I helped with coaching forensics or speech and debate. So I remember going with a group of students to Atlanta who had qualified for the national tournament. So I remember that trip. For some of those students, it was the first time they'd ever been on a plane. So it was really an interesting trip. I also remember I advised Spanish Club, and I remember organizing trips with the students to go to different activities. We went to flamenco shows up in the Bay Area. We went to flamenco shows down in Southern California. And we tried lots of different cuisines. And the requirement was we wouldn't go with Mexican food because a lot of them had access to Mexican food at home. And we wanted to try something different. So we went to Cuban restaurants, we went to Peruvian restaurants, we went to Spanish restaurants, and all sorts of things. And I actually just saw one of my students from recently, and he shared about how he went on a trip to Peru, and the first time he had ever had Peruvian food was actually on a Spanish Club trip that we did. So that was a really fun memory because he remembered it as well. I also advised the Dino Club. And so the Dino Club, we actually made a trip down to the Natural History Museum one time, and I remember we had a graduate who was the Dino Club president previously, and he showed up at the Natural History Museum as well, and so he gave us a tour of the Natural History Museum to the Dino Hall, and then he actually took us over to USC because he was attending USC as well, and he gave us a little bit of a tour at USC too, so it was a lot of fun in that realm. So those are kind of the big areas that I did with advising.